He has made significant contributions in these fields and held numerous leadership positions that highlight his outstanding abilities. We all know Dr. Saini as the founder chairman of Scottish High International School and how he has contributed to the field of education and demonstrated visionary leadership and entrepreneurial skills. In addition, as a former chairman of Special Olympics India, chairman of Asia Pacific Unified Sports, and being on the board of Special Olympics International Washington, he has been instrumental in promoting inclusivity and empowerment for individuals with intellectual disabilities through sports. Dr. Saini has made global impact by mentoring 5.7 million athletes in 177 countries worldwide, spanning continents such as America, Africa, Asia, and Europe. He has been a youth activist for youth leadership, motivating the young generation across the world for this cause. Dr. Saini was a speaker at the Oxford University IB Asia Pacific Conferences, World Education Summits at Azerbaijan, Dominican Republic, Spain, and the UAE, to name a few. And he is also a TED speaker, with his recent talk getting around 4 million views in the last 30 days. So with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Dr. Commander Kartikay Saini as he delivers the keynote on It's Time to Disrupt Education Systems, Time for an Earthquake. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much.
Down 2.5, picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Take shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 1.5. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footbeds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind. I believe it, Charlie. It's ready, Johnny. Look at it go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's great. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride. One ignition. Burn away, Houston. Vector good.
We're burning flat.
That's
Roger,
right.
test. Looks good, flight.
Observation shot flight.
Roger.
Stand by for splashdown. Recovery, America, stable water, and cruise call. 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, April of 1961, Yuri Gagarin, a Soviet astronaut, was the first man to step into space. Within a few months, the US President John F. Kennedy made a speech at the Rice Stadium in Houston, Texas, to 20,000 spectators. He said, "Within the turn of this decade, we will have a man not just walk in space, but walk on the moon, and we'll have him safely back." He said, the moon is 383,000 kilometers away. To reach there, we'll need a spaceship twice the size of this stadium. We'll have to have alloys of metals which don't exist. They will have to be invented. to withstand the stress and pressure and the temperature. We'll need machinery of the precision of the finest clock on Earth. And when this spaceship comes back into the atmosphere of the Earth at 25,000 meters a second, that is 75 times the speed of sound, it will generate so much heat that the temperatures will soar to half the temperature of the sun. But we'll do it. We'll get a man up there and we get him back. And 8 years later, 1969, Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon. He said one step of man and a giant leap for mankind. Yeah, that's true. Mankind has taken giant leaps in the last 50 years. Robotics, scientists, inventions, artificial intelligence, what not. Chandrayaan is on the south pole of the moon. Soon we'll have an Indian walking on the moon and beyond. Certainly, mankind has taken a giant leap. Really? When we say mankind, we mean every man on this earth. So I would say we have not taken a giant leap as mankind, because there are 16% of this world, 16% of humans who have not taken this leap in the last 50 years. 1.3 billion people in this world, as per World Health Organization, are people with a disability. That's 16% of the world population. 1 in 6 people in this world are disabled. 90% of them have never been to school. So how can we say that when we walk out in the street and every 6th person has a disability and has not gone to school, we have taken a giant leap of mankind? And for those, the remaining 84% who have been to schools, who are educated, who are in corporate, scientists, teaching, learning, doing great jobs, have we really taught those humans humanity? Do you think we are complete in saying that this mankind has leaped forward, this mankind is educated with facets of compassion, sympathy, empathy, kindness, inclusion? Some were missing. I'm going to show you a short video of 2 minutes. It's a speechless video. It's a common incident which could happen anywhere, on the street, in the mall, in this world. Let's see it. So when we look at our classrooms, when we run schools as educators, where do we miss on that subject called inclusion, humanity, chivalry, kindness? Where is that subject which one needs to clear in a board examination? Where is our teacher's diary and where is the lesson plan? We go through MUNs in our schools, we attend conferences, have debates, we see videos, we even shed a tear, TED Talk, 4 million views, followers, subscribers, and then we all go home and sleep. So this is the time to wake up, and that's why that topic, it's time to disrupt the education system. And who best to disrupt it than us educators? It is time not just to disrupt, it's time for an earthquake. Because if you don't create an earthquake today, 16% will become 20 and 30 and 60. The next few generations will have nothing left, and mankind will still seem to keep leaping forward. I don't have a solution. How do we do it? I don't know. But certainly I know where we want to reach. We want to reach a place where you have a school which says, not welcome, but we prefer children with special needs. We need a university, name one university in this world, one, which says, we only want special needs students. I was recently in a very big conference, beautiful one in Hyderabad, Universities Conference for Higher Education for students, 3,000 parents, students there. Name one conference for higher education which is only for special needs students. Name one career club in a college which says, we help special needs students for jobs. Name one corporate which says, we prefer employees who are disabled. Not one, ladies and gentlemen. And that's where we want to reach. I can only cite a couple of examples in the world, which are not enough, by the way, where people have tried to do so. In my doctorate studies, I have come across a village in Israel where they have a special needs city, where they have children who study there, who learn there, who get jobs there, and who live there. Not enough, but a start. Israel, again, probably is the only country which has special forces, children with Down syndrome, taught to do skills and then inducted into the army. I have another example, a beautiful one. The time when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon and John F. Kennedy made that speech, John F. Kennedy's real sister, Eunice Kennedy, married to Sergeant Shriver, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, sister of the President of the United States, started doing something in the backyard of her own house. Backyard. She had a sister with intellectual disability. She called the neighborhood children, got them together, and made them compete in sports. She had just sown the seed of something called Special Olympics. What is Special Olympics today, 50 years from then? It's the largest sports organization for disability, sports learning. 204 countries today, 5.4 million athletes with disability. India itself, where I was the chair, has 1.4 million children with disability learning sports. 140,000 coaches. 40,000 of these athletes are right here in Haryana. And still, as educators, when I talk of Special Olympics, they ask me, "Ye Special Olympics kya hai?" What is Special Olympics? Let me show that to you.
स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स क्या है? स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स किसी के लिए शान है। स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स किसी का अभिमान है। स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स किसी का खुला आसमान, किसी की ऊंची उड़ान, सपना, जिद, उम्मीद, कुछ कर दिखाने का अरमान है स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स। बौद्धिक क्षमता हो कम पर इरादों में हो दम, तो ऐसे जज्बातों का आईना है स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स। नहीं मांगते ये कोई दया ना कोई एहसान, बस सिर उठाकर जीने का एक नाम। हर कोई है हीरो यहां अपने अपने किरदार में, मगर असल जिंदगी के हीरो की पहचान है स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स। एक जज्बा है जीत जाने का, एक तरीका है कमी को मिटाने का, एक आदर्श, एक रुतबा, एक खुली सांस का गुमान है स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स। तुम करोगे इनका आकलन तो होगा इससे क्या, तुम करोगे इनका आकलन तो होगा इससे क्या, न लगेगा कोई मोल इनका, इनको फर्क क्या। न झूठी आन बान शान, देश प्रेम में कुर्बान, करो इनका सम्मान क्योंकि इनसे देश का है नाम। सोचो सोचो क्या दिया है तुमने, इनको क्या कर सकोगे तुम। जो भी कर पाओ तुम तो होगा एक भला काम। इन खास लोगों के लिए एक खास सा स्थान है स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स। स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स भारत, बोल भारत।
This is just one initiative. Again, God, not good enough. Not just for the country, but for the world. But the question is, what can we do to disrupt our systems? What can we do to create a ripple of that earthquake which is needed to get this world, this 16% into our fold in inclusion? As I said, I don't have an answer. Every time I meet Timothy Kennedy Shriver, the son of Eunice Kennedy, nephew of John F. Kennedy, he tells me, have an audacious ambition and a restless dissatisfaction in your heart. And only then you can reach out to such a large population and include them. All of us are busy in our jobs, in our families, in our workplaces. We have enough on our plate. Where do we think of another idea? What can we do? Do we have the energies to include? Do we have energies to debate and find out and walk out? Perhaps no. So what I can say is, if you do not have the time, energy, effort, money to move out to do something to include, just go out there and check out a guy who is doing something and just say thumbs up, hello, and a pat on the back. Trust me, when we all start doing that to a guy or a woman who is doing this initiative, is enough to start that ripple, is enough to create an earthquake. I will leave you today with one last video, and that's a short one, a video of a street, of a road in India, and see how a simple initiative, just patted and strengthened by people around, turns out to be a miracle. Thank you.
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है। सर आइए सर। चल चल।
I hate this country.
चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले। हाथ के उठो और चलो पकड़ के चलो फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले 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 हिंदुस्तान चले चलो
So let's wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's walk out. Let's be the Eunice of our lives. Let's be the Kennedy of our lives. Walk the space, walk the moon and beyond, and make inclusion rule the skies. Create that earthquake. Thank you very much.